And it'll be a second down. Back to throw. Wilhelm. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off play action. Wilhelm. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And we see here on the next-gen stats, he was able to take that nearly 60 yards after the catch.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Wilson. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
6-0 our score after 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilhelm.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st down, Wilhelm. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
from the 3, 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, G, get off the field. Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Here's Wilson to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 13. And now the rookie's free. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And now the Bills will bring the offense out onto the field and go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you see...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 36, Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Target.
Off the play fake. Wilhelm. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Wilhelm. He'll let this go for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, oh, and he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they tried for two successfully, and that bumps their lead up even further.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Five yards remain on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Shoves him aside near the 35. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
twins. Watch twins. Right there. 54, right there. Right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Diggs. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. First to find Diggs, he can do a lot of things. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Wilson. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wagner. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Double dog. Let go. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's go, Heavy. Everyone, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Back to throw. Wilhelm. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And taken right at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check. Mike 22, Mike 21.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. This is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
On 1st and 10, Wilhelm. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10,
alive, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now they'll run it on the toss. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And to give this time to the tailback. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle